A month ago, my cousins came to visit, and one of them is 8 and one of them is 6. The older one gave me the sculpture of a bird, and I really like it. And so I put it in my room, but then I started thinking. My favorite part about seeing my cousins is that they always want to draw with me. And then I draw something, like I drew a heart one time, and then they drew all these different hearts. And then another time I drew a cow it had a cow head, a human body, and it had like necklace and earrings. And it's very flattering to me how they always want to draw whatever I'm drawing. So, because he made this bird, this is a cool bird, and so I will also make a bird. And I did make it different, just like how all their things are different from how mine was. But it was inspired by his bird sculpture. And it's like how if other people do things, then it makes you feel like you can do it, or makes you want to do it. So I didn't know how I was going to do it when I started. My biggest problem was how to make the body. I tried actually before I started using tape. I decided to use tape, but before that I tried several different things. Like, I tried to do paper mache. It ended up kind of looking like paper mache, but I tried to actually do paper mache, and it did not work at all because it was too heavy and it's not like it was really sticking to the wire. And then I tried to use that clay that I used to make those little lumps. I tried to just like make a really, really thin layer of that and put it on, but that didn't work either. So I was like, alright, I'm just going to use tape. That was my first idea, actually, because I don't know what my cousin used, but it looks like tape to me, but it might be, it might be paper mache. I'm not sure. And then he also had a bunch of feathers, so I put some feathers on mine. We only had yellow feathers, but actually we had one pink feather, but I didn't use that. And yeah. So as you can see, my sculpture was a lot different than his, but I think that they look good too. Oh, and that thing at the bottom of his sculpture is a basketball. And I think that's really funny because the bird doesn't have arms. But his bird is pretty tall. His bird has pretty long legs, so. The other thing I like about my bird is that, like, it moves, like it kind of bobs back and forth. I wanted to make it a little more sturdy, but I didn't want to take away from the movement that it had because I thought that was important. But I really enjoyed doing this, and actually I was really sad. It was a Monday when I started doing it. It kind of spanned several days, but most of it I did on a Monday when I didn't have work. And sometimes when I don't have work, I'm kind of sad. And also I was sad because my manager said she was going to leave, or she might leave. And so I was sad, but then I started doing this, and then I felt better. Yeah, that's a weird story. And I do like drawing with other people. I draw with my cousins, like I said, and I really like that. Except for, it does make me kind of worried, because they just always use my things, like they use my paint pens, and then they mess them all up, but, I let them use them, so I just feel like it's, kind of rude or condescending to not want them to use it, but it's like they're gonna mess it up. But they use some things they don't mess up, but they just press really hard and sometimes it gets messed up. So thank you for watching. I hope you like my sculpture of a bird and my cousin's sculpture of a bird, and I think that they go fairly well together. I know that they're not matching, but they're both birds, so they are. So thank you for watching. Bye.